All right, this is the post-press conference with Middlebury. Joining us is Coach Missy Foote and Catherine Fowler. We'll give Coach opening words and then open it up to questions. Coach?
Thank you. So I guess in summary, and what I will say to our team in the locker room and on the bus is we had an amazing season. We lost 3 games by 1 goal each. One was an overtime loss. And this doesn't define who they are. I said this in the huddle, define who they are and doesn't define our play as champions. We had an almost flawless first half. We played with a lot of heart, which was our goal. We were gritty and we did all of the little things we needed to do well. We intercepted. We knew we were going to be up against a good goalie. So we shot pretty well against her first half. Second half, things didn't roll our way as well. And, you know, when you get to this level, that's how it goes. You're at a level where it's probably going to be a 1-goal game. Would I have liked to have not been offsides at the end? Sure. Would I liked our a player to not pass the ball into a fray of defenders? Sure. But that's not what our season was. That's not what the game was. So am I happy with the outcome? Maybe no, but I feel like our team gave a wonderful effort, and it's going to continue the tradition for our underclassmen and make them hungry for next year.
All right, we'll open it up to the floor to anybody with questions.
Paul Crone with Lacrosse Magazine. Catherine, you're in the draw circle for much of the game. Team won the first 8, I think, and 8 of 9 in the first half. What were you able to do to have that type of success?
Thank you. I think something that we've worked on all season is just knowing where we're going to place the ball. And the thing with playing a new team is that you don't know where it's going to go, and you're not drawing against someone that you've gone against all year or a few times in the season because they're in your league. This is a different case, and we didn't know what we were going up against. So we kind of had to feel it out for the first few draws. I did what I normally do, tried to, pull back to my teammate behind me. The ball was, pretty hard to read where it was going to go, and I think our team did really well of reading that and being on our toes and grubbing for the ball off the draw and being ready for wherever it went because it wasn't always going to a designated area.
Flip side of that, in the second half, they won 5 out of 8. Did you notice anything different that the Seagulls were doing when they sent their player out in the center draw?
Yeah, they were switching around girls, so they had 2 different girls in there, which definitely throws in an extra factor for us. We had to communicate on the draw, and I talked to the other 2 teammates on the draw with me, Margaret Souther and Liza Herzog, and just said, be ready for whatever's coming. This girl's on, it's changing back and forth. So that just having 2 different people from the Seagulls team just made it a little less readable, and we didn't know where it was going to go, and again just had to be on our toes and ready to get the ball wherever it went off the draw.
Coach Shaughnessy with the Salisbury Daily Times. You guys ended the first half with 3 straight scores. Can you talk about grabbing that momentum going into halftime?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I wish halftime didn't happen because when we've got the momentum going into the half, it's tough, and I always hate to have a 1 or 2 goal game at halftime because, you want to come back out and maintain that momentum, and it's a hard thing to do. It's a whole nother game second half. We didn't change anything really at the half. We had a few different defenses we had planned to try if we needed them, and we didn't at that point, so we didn't change our defense in the second half, and now maybe I wish we had to sort of give them something new. That was key for them. That was their key run. They came out and scored those 2 quick goals, and then that gave them the momentum. And not being able to get the draw, there was a lot of fray in there, and we couldn't come up with that, and that was tough.
And then, Coach, you guys had a lot of pre-precision shots. Can you talk about what you guys normally try to do with those?
Score. Don't write that down, okay? What do you try to do? Seriously, you try to run on an angle and make the goalie move and then put it where the goalie came from. that's everyone's free post strategy. We were up against a really good goalie. We were up against a fast, tall defense who can get their sticks in there. We did change that up a little bit at halftime. If you had a side hash to take your free po on and you had your left hand up, or you weren't a lefty, we said don't take them. That was a problem. I don't know what we were second half, but 1 for 5 first half for free pos, and they were 0 for 0. They hadn't even had a free po. So, that was a problem. And free pos had been a big emphasis for us this season.
In the back.
Missy, talk about your ability to organize a defense that doesn't allow any free positions. And Catherine, if you could answer that same question as well, please.
So we played a backer defense, which today puts some pressure on the player with a ball outside, and we try hard to stay out of shooting space or not foul. And that's the main thing that gives a free position shot is a foul. And so we were trying hard not to foul. We had a zone defense we could have used as well, or we could have gone to our man, or we could have gone to a face guard. So any of those are designed to somewhat stay closed in and protect the 8-meter area and not go out and commit a foul too far out.
I was going to say the same thing, just with that backer defense. It allows us to play the opponents outside of the 8 and the 12. So with that happening, if we do follow them behind, we don't have to put them in the line. So, and that's worked for us this year.
Missy, you talked about the tradition of Middlebury Lacrosse, and I think that today, with Alice Pfeiffer's winning the Elite 89 award, talk about the achievement of your student athletes, kind of in the NESCAC and obviously at Middlebury overall.
So this is an interesting time for us. Our student athletes are still taking exams. We finished our community service yesterday and hopped on the bus and got right back to the hotel, and we proctored 7 exams. Kids were writing papers last night until too late probably, even though we asked them to go to bed. But we'll hop on the bus tonight and go home, and kids will have exams Monday, not tomorrow, but Monday and Tuesday. So, I think if there's any accomplishment for our student athletes is that they're excelling at the highest level, both athletically and academically. And it made us so proud that Alice won the Elite 89 award last night, because she is a serious student athlete and, a wonderful student, obviously.
Catherine, at any point in the first half, or perhaps even the second, any frustration set in that maybe you guys didn't have more goals than what you were able to put on the board?
I try not to get too frustrated. I think our team has a really good balance of being really happy and having fun out there, no matter what the score is and no matter how far we're down. We know that we can come back from being down 5-3, whatever goals, and we know that other teams can do the same thing against us. So I really didn't get frustrated and just, played with heart and was proud of my teammates for what we were doing. I think, towards the end I was very impressed with my team. There's still 30 seconds left. Salisbury fans are all up cheering, and we're still on the sidelines cheering, and our team's still fighting out on the field, trying to get that ball back with 30 seconds. And I think that showed so much about our team and who we are, and this team, especially this season, just working to last ground ball, till the ball goes out, to the last seconds, and that really showed in that last minute of play.
I think that's it, guys. We're going to let them go. Once again, congratulations on a great
Thank you.
season, and thank you, Coach Foote and Catherine Fowler.
Thank you.